John, here in this living room, in this house, in the small village of Dixville Notch, New Hampshire, every single person who's a legal resident of Dixville Notch, who was old enough to vote, was invited to come to this very living room because it turned into a voting precinct. Total population of Dixville Notch, 6 people. It was 6 people who are the first voters on election day in the United States of America. Now, many of us have voted early, millions of people across the country. They're not the first people to vote, but they're the first people to vote on election day, and it's the first results you'll hear from the election. And these were the results from the 3 men and 3 women who live in this tiny town about 20 miles from the Canadian border. Kamala Harris received 3 votes. Donald Trump received 3 votes. 50% to 50%. Who was shocked by that? Not many people here, that it's an exact tie. It's a very interesting tradition here. It's been going on since 1960 for 64 years. Early voting at the stroke of midnight on election day for the New Hampshire primary and for the general election. What happens is people here fill out paper ballots. They drop them in this box. This box has actually been used since 1980. The sign above me, by the way, that says Dixville Notch, New Hampshire, first in the nation, that's been used the whole time since 1960. And they cast their votes in these 3 voting booths. 6 people, so they go in 2 shifts at a time. Paper vote, they put it in a pen, they drop it in the box is unlocked and open, and then it's tallied on that white board. So it's a very interesting tradition. A few towns have done it in New Hampshire over the decades, but no one has done it more consecutively than Dixville Notch since 1960, since the John F. Kennedy, Richard Nixon election. Back in 1960, they had 9 people voting. Of those 9 people, 9 picked Richard Nixon, 0 picked JFK. JFK did indeed lose here in New Hampshire, but he did indeed win the presidency. So once again, the vote here, the first votes announced, 3-3, Kamala Harris, Donald Trump. John.